The time has now come. This will ideally be the last stream I have to do for Harmony of Dissonance, at least like with this, first playthrough. God, we're so close to the end already. We kicked Death's ass last time. The only actual boss left is Dracula, and before then we even still got plenty of exploration and other things to collect before we can actually get access to it, Okay, so... let's get going. Because there should be, I believe, at least one relic that is very close by at this point. Still getting those level ups. Of course, now with where things are at, this late in the game, we got our super jump, a rock feather, griffin wing, rather, as that's what it's called here. Still a bit finicky with regards to like when you can actually pull off the jump, because it's down and up. And then jump. But I don't know. That's always been something you kind of have to put up with in any Castlevania. Anytime you have to deal with like this, with this style of game that tries to implement some manner of fighting game-esque abilities. Now the question is there even a way for me to get through this wall? It's probably... Wait. Is there actually something to this? Oh, yeah. Another one of those fake walls. Okay, but at least we got that. Now we're actually gonna head back where we came just because we need an actual key that's gonna be very important to unlocking a good number of these doors. That'll give us access back to not just areas currently in this side of the castle, but also near the entrance. Because that's still the one area that we've been through in this game multiple times that is really still only accessible via teleporters. But hopefully, that will no longer have to be the case after a while. Still absolutely in love with this insane sub-weapon spell combo. It's just too good. Nice. Yeah, and you can still kind of pull it off when in midair. It's just a bit tricky. It's like you basically have to do like a double jump after the initial like griffin wing. And then again. Nice. That went well. Okay, that's an interesting gimmick. Just make an enemy where, like, its hammer summons Fleamen. Skull Key, okay. Cool. Ah. There we go. Yep, now we can proceed. Also, if I recall, as far as relics go... Yeah, Heart, Nail, Fang. So yeah, if I recall correctly, there are definitely like 6 relics, and we're already halfway there. Gonna have to be consulting my map quite a lot just so I can even get a good glimpse at what the relic icon on this map and like the number associated with it, because with how I have it zoomed in, it's very tiny. Whew, so yeah. Where do I want to go in order to gain access to the Actually, I guess I could just go back to where the puzzle for the floodgate key is, because I can totally circumvent that now. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? That said, I think enough time is passing the more I'm running through these areas where it's like, I don't foresee myself needing to, like, at least for this stretch, keep pulling up the map constantly just to orient myself with where it is I'm supposed to be going. Because I've done this back and forth by this already, like, a couple of times. And that's really only because I had gotten lost. And also with the Griffin Wing, I can also just nicely circumvent some of those like block puzzles that would otherwise be mandatory to do, because I have insane jump height now. It's all good. There. Okay, and we're at the save point, and... Okay, wait. There we go! That's what I was looking for. Big Mana Prism and a Life Up. And this is another thing. We're actually going to have to make sure to come back here on the B side, because there is something else that's important in that same room on the other side. And that's actually a new spell book. The 5th and final one that we need, which is technically a summoning tome, as they call it. Okay. Right. It's up through this hole. Okay, get the good old crushing stone. And I believe I had already taken care of the stone wall that was like at the top of this shaft, so the whole way's pretty much clear now. We finally found our non-teleporter route back to the entrance hall. That very first zone. Feels like ages. Kind of don't know how I feel though regarding like the motive behind that to just make it so that there's basically like more or less an impassable wall that divides two halves of both castles. And that wall can really only be like circumvented if you go this way. Right, I still need... Yeah, okay. Okay, that's how you get up there. And we're now back up here. So let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, I think there's still something that we could do just by heading back out to the, to the first, room. Oh my, oh god, that scared me. Why would it do that? BizHawk, please do not fail me like this. Okay, so there's something, because I know, like, the Griffin Wing is half of this, but I'm wondering as well if part of the way in here is requiring... No, so the crushing stone doesn't help with that. Right, okay, so it has to be... Yeah, it has to be like a specific item, that's otherwise known as the crushing boots. And I got no real idea as to where that could even be, you know? Assuming I even picked it up at some point. I don't know, I might as well double check through this. Okay, anything that looks like crushing boots. No, that's leather boots. And a bunch of rings. No. Depending on how aimless the search gets, that's probably going to be like another, like, walkthrough search thing that I'm going to have to do just to not waste time. Yeah, we can at least go back up here and finally access one of the teleporter in the top leftmost corner of this side of the castle, because it'll teleport us back to the B side, in which we'll finally be able to get the other major key that is important to unlocking a lot of these doors. Hold on, what does this have? Platinum tip. Probably even better. A platinum ball. Yeah, 10 points of extra strength is pretty sizable. We'll go with that. And an easy $400. Thank you. Okay. And now we have the lure key. That should be all the keys that this castle has to offer, like actual physical keys. So there's nothing to stop us from going between the left and right halves of this castle. Clear bone? Oh, jeez. Shoot, okay. Oh, it's the devil. Yeah, that's fun. But not now. Ah. Thank you, do the jump, please. Okay. Now I just gotta go through this whole room and... Ow. Oh, that's... that's a bit unfortunate. But it's okay, it's a life up. With still poison damage, but no biggie. I think we got really what we came for, like, on this side. Or not, I'm not sure. Shoot. I mean, I might as well still keep going to the end, just because I know there's a right side. Like there's another heart max up that we could use. Oh wait, no, it's actually good to keep going, right? Because I also just finally realized on the map, yeah, there's the crushing boots are on this side within the marble corridor. So we just gotta keep heading to where we normally would go if we wanted to cross into like the main tower itself. Okay, do I have an anti-venom? Okay, yes I do. I might as well not be hoarding it for right now. I can power through just fine. And still kill everything in sight, because why not? And down here as well, because like there's no teleporter like in the room here, but we can still check out the room of illusions. Victory armor got nothing on us. Oh yeah, silk curtains. That'll look very nice in our room. Wait, what is this thing? What? The thing's name was just O. I am very confused right now about what this thing is. Oh, whatever. Oh, no. Oh, God, I hate Spriggans. Real hard to react to. Well, I guess just the best course of action is to maintain a safe distance. For most of it. Okay. At least we got a life up for our troubles. But now we just gotta maintain our cautiousness going back out. Yeah, the best, safest measure to go with. Just spinning crosses in a very huge radius. No, no, get off! I am still very confused as to what those things are and their purpose, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out. Okay. Down through here. Still getting an insane amount of money, all things considered. I actually did look it up a little while ago, or like, which is to say, after the stream, after last night's stream, just to figure out for myself what it was I was missing with regards to how the merchant locations work. And it seems that, at least with some rooms, they are based on, like, what level you're at. Specifically, whether or not your level is, like, an odd number or an even number. And it seems insane. Ooh, Twilight Cloak. Okay, no, it's not for body. Let's see, what does this do for us, then? An air of darkness around its user. But it increases our luck as well. Huh. How about that? Honestly, nah. I think my luck has been high enough as is that pushing it anymore, I think, is kinda unnecessary. Like, I'm still getting critical hits at a very, very decent clip. Okay. Should actually double check back through here. Oh yeah, Pike Master. Oh my goodness, that takes so much damage. That is nuts. Yeah, we're fighting him again. Why not? And a level up. How appreciated. Sup, large ghost? You're very, very large indeed. Simon Wraith? What? That's... Oh yeah, I should probably go through here because it has a life up. Very appreciated. Then we can keep heading over to the left, yeah. Oh wait, I think I saw him. He was getting ready to... Yeah, he's got a whip. That's the idea. They're basically just like undead skeleton versions of a Belmont. You know, got the whip and all that. That's novel. So I'm still gonna... I'm gonna at least fill this out right until where the door is that would, like, I think require the lure key to get through. Or skull key, I guess. I guess that's the point of it. Okay, so my mistake. It's like, those are for the skull key. The ones that I think are more rainbow colored are absolutely meant for the lure key. That's the idea. That's the idea behind them. Cool. Now let's actually go and get those crushing boots. Because they are much overdue for us. Candle holder. Very nice. Anything else that's up here? No? Okay. Next room. Potion. Oh, yeah. There we go. A smiling statue. But now, the thing that's most important to get... Well, besides a level up, because that's always important. Jeez, the rate at which your level goes up is beyond nuts. Is the Crush Boots. Yeah, and they're an item that you have to equip, I see. Used with high jump, it's possible to smash through some ceilings. Good to know. So, with that cleared out, huh? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. We could actually just start looping this around like we did, like when we were on the A side for the first couple bosses. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I'll still... Well, actually, no. I can... Yeah, like that grayed out area that would, like, connect back to the main tower. I'll get that when I'm actually in the main tower proper and, like, cycling through that way. Oh my god. That is, that's quite an interesting concept for your character. I got, for, like, an enemy type. Jeez, one hit on a large ghost. And that was a non-critical hit. That somehow still counted, so... Yeah. I'm just that good. I'm just a level 44 Belmont. Hold on a second, what am I missing? Okay, yeah, it's up through here and then to the right and down. And a turkey. More hearts. Good. Time to keep heading back down. I never get enough of how good that kind of feeling is when you just have like some combination for like attack, buff, whatever you want to call it in the late game, where just the idea of having to directly deal with enemies at a measured pace is something that no longer applies to you, because you can just focus on getting to where you need to, automatically killing enemies as you run into them, and getting the extra experience you need along the way. Like, that's always a fun feeling to have. Oh, thought he would have died a whole lot sooner. And yeah, we'll go through here. Ah! No. That was close. Fortunately, we got a save room right here. Bizhawk, please, what is wrong with you? Why do you do this to me? Please. Oh wait, I was wrong. There actually is one more boss before Dracula. Oh, completely blanked on that. But whatever, this guy's probably just gonna be like a chump like all the rest. Ah! No! No! Get out of there! Oh! Why? Oh my... You know, I stand corrected on that, but at least there was a save room. I just gotta... Ah, shit. Okay. You know what? It's been a while. Yeah, we're using this. Either this or the good old flame version, I suppose we'll call it. Oh, okay. Oh, God, no. Okay, I at least got a better sense of, like, what his core pattern is, I think. He still hurts a lot. Ugh, fine. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You know, Thunder's not too bad of a combo, but then again, I'm still far more fond of, like, its effect when I use it with fire. Ah. I still never quite figure out what the... Like, what the right... like, the right timing just to get the cool bonus. Yeah, might as well. Okay. Because, oh yeah, that's right. Not only can we get the, Wait, no, actually, forget it. I'm gonna head back up because there is a relic in the very near the very first room of the game. It's adjacent. It's the one that requires the crushing boots. Yeah, we're just gonna head out here. Now then. Oh! Oh, that's it. I honestly for a second thought it didn't work, but no, it's just an extra animation that happens when you do it. Okay, that's cool. Back to the lucky ring. Another big mana prism. An ancient urn, which... Right, that's a piece of furniture. And now we got Dracula's rib. That should make... No, not that. It should make for 4 total. We just gotta get 2 more. 7 and 12. Well, at least we'll head back down into the underground of this side, just because that way the next thing we can get is the final tome, the summoning tome. But now I'm kind of missing my cross, honestly. God, it's just... I love these spell combos, but it definitely does make me wish that, like, this game had the foresight to just go, nah, actually, you can... Oh, but then again, I guess if it made you have to go into the menu to keep changing your sub-weapons, it would probably end up feeling about the same amount of tedium as it was when you had to change DSS cards in Circle. Oh well. It's the sort of thing where it could clearly have been fixed if this was on a system that had more than 4 buttons and a D-pad. You know, 2 face buttons and 2 shoulders. Right, lure keys used for the rainbow ones. Still nothing there. And a pretty vase. High potion. A lot of goodies down here. Another mana prism. Don't mind if I do. Oh, right. I should have kept the crushing stone on because there's one more of these. Done. Okay, hold on. Wait, are you... Ah, damn it. Of course they'd still find one more way to just go, ha! You thought you could go this way. But whatever, it's like, we have a teleporter that we can use. It'll probably still set us back quite a ways. But yeah, with the current pace, I definitely do feel like it'll be... The main goals are to get the Summoning Tome, and then get the remaining 2 Relics of Dracula. And then we're just gonna go and fight the boss, because I'm pretty... and also get the best ending, because I already know what you're supposed to do on that front. Huh. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Did I mean to... Wait, hold on, actually. I just realized... Oh, God, yeah, that's right. There's, like, a whole other... Like, the Castle Treasury I have not gone through on Side A. So, yeah, I might as well go and do that. So, yeah. Surprise, it actually was very prudent of me to just go, like... go back to the A side. Though I'm still, once again, missing my cross very dearly. Although the Holy Water Thunder combo was very appreciated. Though now that I might as well just switch back to... Yeah. Why the hell not? Because as soon as I see another sub-weapon I feel like using, especially if it's the cross, I'm just going to grab it right away. Oh wait, I do recall the wind version does do something, but I also want to see what Bolt does. Okay, that's pretty quick. Feels the most like a screen clearing bomb in that kind of situation. Oh, but we can still get this while we're here. First save to get this out of the way. Oh wait, never mind. I just misread the... I forgot that I had already gotten the thing in there. For some reason I thought there was also another thing that would require the crushing boots, but no, it's not. Definitely been annoying having to keep swapping this stuff out like this. Eh. I mean, it's been a while since we've used, like, the ice missiles. It's probably, like, the best combo for the... Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. I've not even demonstrated what Bolt does with this. Okay, so that's very delayed. That seems more potentially useful if I used it in a boss fight scenario. Yes. Okay, come on. Oh wait, what does Bolt do for this? You know, I might as well humor the idea for it. Like, why not? Just double checking, yeah. That's pretty dope. Okay, yeah, let's stop by Juice's room. Get some extra furniture in here. Oh, those silk curtains look very nice. Now I need to keep going up. And then to the left. Or maybe it can work here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really good. I think I now have my new favorite. Oh, at least for the... I think I found my next favorite spell combo, which is Bolt plus Fist. It takes a whole lot of MP, but man, it's pretty worth it, from what I've seen. There. Oh yeah, I guess I never did get the heart max that was at the end of this corridor. Yeah, I'd only ever gone to like the... to the left when I was on B side. Yeah, this is all very new, because I'd not gone through this part on the A castle whatsoever. My god. Oh god, these things. Oh, I hate these skeleton masters. Heaven's Ring. What does that do? I wonder. The strength of the axe. Neat, but no. I barely found much of a use for the axe. Okay. Oh yeah, there's left and right, but I should also double check to see if I'll have any luck at this shop location. If something will even show up. Ooh, that's bright. Oh, hey, buddy! God, this song sounds so bad. Oh, but he has completely different stuff on top of it, so... Yeah, I might as well. Why not? That's fine. Ooh. Good grief, that is some very harsh lighting. Very bright. Yo, Wrath, how's it going? Yeah, because we basically now taken care of all the bosses outside of the final one with Dracula, so we're just kind of in that final round of exploration and like cleanup, as it were. Okay, so we got opinion. Still liking it, yeah. Definitely still way better than Circle of the Moon by a mile. It kind of is, because, like, it's the thing that I very much feared, just based solely on the past experience I had with another game that basically tried this sort of thing, which was Metroid Prime 2, in which I wasn't really fond of that kind of, like, going back and forth between both worlds. And because it does the exact same sort of thing, where, like, for the vast majority of the game, it's like, it's not really possible to explore the entire space of one side, of, like, one world map in a continuous fashion. Because you always have to go through some sequence of teleporters in order to get to the spot that you need to. Fortunately, at least with where we're at now at the end of the game, we got, like, a good number of keys on hand that basically allow us to get through all the doors, so that we can actually, if we so choose, explore every room in Castle A or Castle B in a very continuous fashion. Also, check out my Thunder Fists. Pretty dope, huh? Yeah. I ultimately do... So yeah, like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's still really, like, the only major complaint I can think of. But the fact that it's really only situated around just that core idea still makes it a lot better than where I felt like Circle of the Moon. There was, like, a myriad of issues I had with regards to, like, game feel and enemies that manifested in various ways. Yeah, definitely, like, I mean, it's the sort of thing where I was always, like, thinking about them a whole lot for, like, past few years, because it's, like, there's definitely, like, a flavor to them compared to, like, other Metroidvania types of games that like, there's an appeal that I can absolutely see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with, like, how quickly they pumped out these handheld games, they definitely did have, like, a comfort food kind of feel. Funny you bring up Yakuza as well, considering that, like, these are two series in which their primary location is generally pretty consistent in terms of, like, what the general layout is. You know? Obviously, it's not quite as slavish as Yakuza is with its portrayal of Kamurocho. But it's like anytime you play a Castlevania game and get to Dracula's castle, you know, there's always the entrance hall. There's the actual, like, main tower that has Dracula's throne room. There's, you know, like, the underground waterway. I mean, heck, like, when you see the final map on that's, like, on display for the game here for Harmony of Dissonance, the final battle location is literally in a room that is of the exact same size and shape as the one in Symphony when you fight Dracula for the true ending. kind of amazing how, like, it was both a blessing and a curse for Igarashi's reputation at Konami that he was basically the guy that could pump out Castlevania games on a limited budget and still have them be at a very solid bar of quality that most of the other games wouldn't really be able to manage. Hold on, let's see if I can use the crushing stone for this. Nope. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's really a crazy double-edged sword in that regard. Because man, if they had the foresight to to actually reward his work with being able to like if they actually properly rewarded his work the way that any other company would, he would have gotten the bigger budget, and we probably would have gotten that 1999 game before Konami had tried to just, like, shit-can everything in favor of Lords of Shadow. Yeah. It's like... Yeah, and it's still crazy to me to think that even then there are still, on occasion, still some, like, Capcom, like, old veterans that are, like, still there at the company for inexplicably no reason. Like the, I'm sure we remember Contra Rogue Core, how kind of like a middling, boring mess that game turned out to be. Middling and ugly. But just the fact that still kind of surprises me is being reminded that, oh yeah, the director of Alien Wars, Hardcore, and Shattered Soldier also directed this game. Like, good grief, how is he still here of all things? And it honestly makes me more confused as to whether or not, like, he actually had all those ideas for what Rogue Core ended up being, or if a good chunk of those were being, like, arbitrarily mandated by the company. Yeah, but then again, it's... Yeah. At least with, really, for the mobile division. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because I was thinking of other key... Because I was thinking of other key developers from Jet Set Radio, and that they are clearly also, obviously, at RGG Studios working on Yakuza. Because there's, like, a good amount of, like, Jet Set DNA that got carried over to that series. No, not knives. Not now. Okay. Now we just need to head back to the left and get what is long overdue for me, which is the final spell book, the Summoning Tome, which I'm sure will be a very interesting one. And then once we get that book, the next things on the agenda will be zeroing in on the remaining two relics of Dracula, because those are going to be very important for accessing the final battle. Because we're a Belmont, and this is 50 years after Simon's quest, so I guess that's something that we still have to do as part of the Belmont tradition. Through here. Oh wait, yeah. God, that wasn't an enemy. Yeah. Plus, also, since we're getting Dracula's body parts, it has definitely been, like, you know, I've been pretty upfront with how I just make, on occasion, the same old, you know, you possess Dracula's blank, you know, from Castlevania 2. Just because that's one of those typos that remains a classic no matter how you spin it. Okay. Let's switch over. Yeah. Hey, what a what a Belmont but Dante but no personality. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, CB2's garbage. Gets Fumiden's way better if you honestly want like a side-scrolling action game that also is like a semi-open world. Well, I feel like I struggle to really call it that. It's definitely more of like an adventure kind of progression. There we go. Yeah, I like the idea of resurrecting Drac to kill him. The only thing that could be more metal than that is if you were, if in some game it was like, in order to defeat an evil that is technically in the afterlife, you have to kill yourself to become a ghost so you can fight the undead evil at its own level. That'd be like, that is simultaneously as badass as it is completely absurd, because that requires a huge amount of guts to even like want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, like I would think that there would have to be something out there kind of like it. Hmm. Okay, so right, the Wizard's Urn, that should be... Wait, no, that was just the... yeah, you're right. I don't really care beyond just the whole boy band group kind of aesthetic going on. It's just kind of how silly that part is. But yeah, not really much else from that, being honest. Oh, good to know. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah. And it's funny too, because it's like, I'm not even someone that is like, that like kind of holds any ill will or critiques about FF15 in the context of wishing it was Versus 13. It's just that I think it is just like another example of why Final Fantasy is just not for me, because there's always going to be something with any of the games where it just feels like nothing about it's really made to me. There's just something that like at best it either like is something that I can respect but doesn't appeal to me, and others it just leaves me very upset that it goes as bad as it does, you know? And depending on like the FF entry it is, that could literally be anything, because those games just are continuously changing. Even with how 16 is shaping up, and the fact that they straight up got like a Capcom like combat director on board, I'm still not convinced that's going to be enough to even get me to play all the way through a freaking Final Fantasy game. Like, at the very least, that's something where I can go, I can at least respect this Final Fantasy game now as far as them actually caring about how their combat system's going to work from, like, a pure action game standpoint, and try to deliver on that. If anything, though, Square needs to, like, get their act together as far as, like, being able to facilitate the right circumstances to have Vagrant Story 2 be developed and actually turn out great, and not, like, some monkey's paw stuff just because of how long ago that game was. Or if they want to be just extra ballsy, like, just make a sequel to The Bouncer. I don't know. That'd be funny. Make a sequel to Left Alive and still keep the exact same, like, director, like, designers and all that. And somehow go even more crazy. Yeah. It's just, oh. Man, I would hope so, because it's like, ugh. It's funny, like, every now and then I feel like these streams are just the place where I keep bringing up Gigaboots. But man, they are very much turning me on to the idea of, like, the bouncer as far as it kind of actually fitting into the category of the type of bad game that I am actually all in on. Because I think when it comes to a lot of games that are out there that are, like, considered bad, a lot of their badness comes from the fact that, like, it ends up feeling boring or, like, extremely, like, lacking in any sort of absurd ambition. I think that's the core problem I have. You know? Because when I think to bad games that I do enjoy, I'd say, you know, I'm going to say Deadly Premonition 1 counts. Its story is amazing, kind of no matter, like, what format it's in. But that game, even if you're going with the 360 original where the frame rate was somehow at its best there, is still a dumpster fire. And then, of course, there's the aforementioned thing with Left Alive, as I brought up. And I'm also going to include the Shenmue games in there just because it is very clearly a vanity project on Yu Suzuki's part. And in a weird way, the attempts that they go for being boring ends up being surprisingly anything but. Yeah, you would think, but it's like, I always felt like Left Alive should have gotten that sort of recognition the same way Deadly Premonition did, because it's good in the exact same way that Deadly Premonition's sole good part is, which it actually has a very solid story. It's just that everything else about, like, the gameplay from the technical jank to, like, its very mechanic design is so absolutely insane. Like, you have two methods of going over cover in that game. It's either do the normal, simple vault over cover like in any third-person shooter, or use the cover as a stepping stone to go into a huge bounding leap, which if an enemy just so happens to be in front of you in the spot that you land, you actually knock them over. Or how you have like a short range slide dash, which you can spam infinitely, and it basically turns it into like if you were playing like a third-person Mega Man game and just using that to get around anywhere. Yeah, Bloodlines is very jank in that case. True, yeah. Like especially in Shenmue 3's case, it's like it 90% of that game feels so much that like it was just you pulling that design doc he wrote for the game back in 2001 out of some old like cupboard or whatever, and was like, yes, let's make it like this. And it's just, okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so right, so anyway, which one is that? Okay. Okay, right, because I was thinking, yeah, because there's like another game that comes to mind that I feel has like a similar name, but I always mix it up with something, and that's Breakdown, I think it was. But yeah, like, bad games that are fun because of their badness, I do feel like Gigaboots has kind of sold me on the Bouncer as being the next game that I need to play for that reason. Because there are like weird little like specific details and touches in that feel kind of admirable in a way. But by the same token, you have like the insane dedication to pressure sensitive buttons for like core functionality in a way that I feel like even the uses Kojima had for it in MGS 2 or 3 was not anywhere near as crippling. Okay, so anyway, good news for us. I've looked over the map and I now know where the last two relics are. They're both on A side. Oh yeah, shoutouts to Simon Wraith, a skeleton with a whip, and basically just power walks towards you and tosses a whip like it's like he's Simon, quite literally. But yeah. Oh yeah. Still, like, weird, random, and obscure PS2 games are just some of the best. Yeah, this game does, like, go a lot out of its way to, like, keep referencing the fact that this does take place specifically after Simon's quest. Because, like, there's that enemy, there's the constant references to how Juste is the grandson of Simon, and then you have, then there's the matter of, one of the unlockables is that you get to play as Simon, but, like, his 8-bit sprite specifically. I think it's like specifically like a reward you get for beating the boss rush. Actually, I forget. Did I get both of the things up here? Oh wait, no, my mistake. That's still further in. Still would be nice if the game would just, like, give me a cross again, because I am really wanting my crosswind spell combo back again. But no matter. I am... Oh. Yeah. Gonna use this teleporter and get to A side. Okay, get the crush boots back on. Ah! Okay. Yeah, another one. Ooh, tons of items. Very appreciated. Okay. A passage somewhere is opened. Alright then. Well, we're still gonna get the last two relics, so I imagine that hand probably also helps. Oh, thank God we got our cross back. This is cool. Oh, God, I completely forgot. I kept the summon tome. Oh, that's interesting. Right now, though... This combo of sub-weapon and spells has just been so helpful with, like, with speeding up the backtracking through this castle. Because all it does... Yeah. Yeah, made our conversation not out of left field. Yeah. Yeah, those are quite the summons. I do wish though that there was just a room that we could find that has a bunch of torches that all have the different sub-weapons, just so it would be a lot easier to quickly quickly look at what all the different combinations do. Because I'm sure I could just look it up online to know, but I don't have my browser open. I'm trying to like save. Okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I just realized see, like, that room in the center that's grayed out. The one I was talking about, that's the exact same final arena in Symphony of the Night. That grayed out room wasn't on the map before, so, like, I destroyed the hand and that basically revealed it. I think that's how it went. Yeah, it's like these crosses, they only go away once they've hit X number of objects, which does not specifically mean enemies. It can also include, like, candlesticks and torches. Okay. Yeah, see, just look at that. And there we go. So, in the alcove above this, we can finally get the final... get our final, relic, as it were. Oh yeah, it's pretty wild. Again, it's like... It's something that I brought up very early on, I think, when it was just me streaming. Just kind of noting that I wish this game would have kind of dropped, like, the idea of having to pick up sub-weapons, and instead changed it so that you would you have access to them all along with the spell books. But then I kind of realized that because of the limited buttons that you have on the Game Boy Advance, it would probably have ended up involving the same amount of, like, time in menus as it would have, like, the DSS card system in Circle of the Moon, because you had to switch all of your combinations within that menu. Like, the thing that kind of makes the combos nice in this game is the fact that, like, you only have to go into the menu to change the spell book, and then sub-weapons are just, like, whatever you can find along the way. So that's all the relics, and we destroyed the hand, so now we can go face Dracula. Just the last thing we actually have to go through is, like, get into another teleporter, which there is one very close to where the entrance to the final battle is. Then we'll switch over to B-side, because that's where you have to be in order to get the true ending. Or at least, well, technically that's half of the steps. The other half of the steps is, in true Castlevania fashion, you have to equip yourself with specific items in order to trigger the true final boss. In this case, it has to be the bracelets for Julius and... not Julius, for Juste and Maxim. And then I think you have to basically wail on the first boss until it basically acknowledges, yes, now you can access the actual, for real final boss. For the record, this isn't from finding a note or something in the game that has told me, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. This is from me just looking it up online, because I know this is Igarashi's MO, and I am not going to just discover this thing on my own. But yeah, the time has come. Yep. So what's our map completion at already? 184.5. Yeah, I'm content leaving that where that is. It would take a whole other stream if, it would take a completely, like, extra stream if I decided to go, no, actually, I do want 200% map completion. But I'm not crazy about that, not for the purposes of a stream. Dracula's remains are glowing. Okay. Now, obviously I'm at level 46, and I've had very few deaths when it comes to bosses. In fact, I think all of my deaths related to bosses have all been entirely on one hand. So I'm imagining that this is going to be no different. So get JB and... Yeah, I'm gonna do this, so I'll remember to switch up back to the Twilight Cloak and Luck Ring. Yeah, that's right. Because Cypher's Charm is pretty good for my strategy with regards to the Cross and Wind spell. because speeding up the rate of which MP is restored means I get more time to get more of these spells out before having to pop a mana prism or something. Okay. Yeah, this is looking very familiar, I'm sure. Oh no, it's Evil Maxim. You can tell because his portrait background is red. Oh dear. Right. So I got both of the... Also, a good thing is that I had been, like, saving these various healing items, including a bunch of high potions that I bought from the store merchant. Which, as I mentioned when I looked up online, his appearance is not random, but it is based on very, like, specific kind of esoteric steps in order to make him appear. Also, I keep forgetting that I even have a dive kick. Oh my... No! That is so weird. Oh my god. I am just face rolling through this. Oh my god. He's just powering through this. He doesn't care. Ah. Dive kick is cool, but stomp is OP. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm already well aware of how hilariously busted you can make bunny morphosis just from like grinding in those shards and like forging all that stuff. Oh, jeez. Okay, use the turkey, and I've still got a ton of mana prisms, so. Ah. Oh. His range on that million stabs he does is so disgusting because it's like, I cannot react fast enough to get out of the way of that. Oh my god. I'm trying my very best. Oh, sweet. Got him. Okay. We freed him. He saw the bracelets on my wrists. Yeah. And I still have plenty of high potions to spare, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to face roll Dracula just as well. Burgess-Mare, that saved me. Yes. And of course, because we got the remains. Ah. It's not just Dracula, it's a Dracula Wraith. He's only partially restored. It just nonchalant go, okay, let's start then. Okay, now we can go back to boosting my luck, and then boosting the, oh yeah, Twilight Cloak, but then also get the luck ring, lucky ring. Good. Wow, those are the slowest fireballs I've seen him do. How amusing. Yeah. You can't stop the power of Christ, Dracula! You can't handle all of these crucifixes! Look at me! Look at me and the power of this symbol that is clearly originally meant to represent the worst form of torture and execution possible. Wait. Oh. Yep. Okay, and now Dracula has just turned into a contraboss. Oh my goodness, that took off so much health. I gotta duck. No! Ugh. No! Oh, oh! The thing is, he actually emits like a thin line that's supposed to indicate that's where he's shooting the laser. But it blends in so much with the background. Like, oh my god, how are you meant to react to that? That seems a bit much, so... Yeah, okay, I gotta do this again. Let's see if I can get through, especially knowing now what Evil Maxim's moves are, seeing if I can do a better job of avoiding a ton of damage. But yeah, I could totally get this. Plus, it's Dracula. I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, he always has his normal face with the fireballs and teleporting, and then he has his big monster form. That's like... Yeah, that's literally a tradition. What the second form turns into, that's always, like, another matter. Okay. I think it... Oh, no! No! Oh, okay, come on. Oh, you... Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good strategy for repositioning. Ah. Though it's still really hard to avoid that, even knowing that the circle of crosses can deal with them so easily. No, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, it's specifically that million stabs he does. That's like the biggest problem. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, once it gets to the actual Dracula fight, his first phase is as easy as always, especially with like the tools that you get in Castlevania. His second form is, I think, totally manageable. It just... Oh, nice. I actually managed to save even more health items as a result of that. That's good. Now let's get this cutscene out of the way just so it triggers properly. Now, smash through this. Re-equip our key items, and then just go to town on this Wraith. Man. And speaking of Dracula, I hope you're all looking forward to Season 4 of the Netflix series. Just because of that, just that poster just kind of going up, showing, hey, it's coming. Looking forward to more Carmilla and Lenore. Because, you know, need I explain more? Yeah. Like it's good that he's been straight up canceled, but I hope that with 3 seasons already under their belt, that like, I guess whatever kind of plot or like path forward for the series that is in place, that they'll hopefully have something to still make it work regardless. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Again, like, for me, still the big hope that I have is that I'll still get a whole lot of, like, stuff regarding, like, Carmilla and her sisters. Just because, like, where they took that character and then introducing, like, her sisters and, like, their scheme is, like, the most interesting part about that for me. It's the sort of thing where, like, I do wish, if there were to be a new Castlevania made, if Konami is able to get more of its act together and actually put out something decent, I would hope that there's something that they could pull from, you know? Because I think Carmilla could stand to actually, like, in the games, have something resembling, like, a main villain role for at least most of it. I mean, because I know it would seem like sacrilege not to have Dracula, but I don't know, whatever. Aria of Sorrow is next, and that game doesn't have actual Dracula in it. Dracula is just Dunzo. You fight Chaos at the end of that, and before that you fight Graham, who's trying to obtain the powers of Dracula for himself. So it's like, there's no reason not to think that they could also do, you know, have it be a different vampire. Maybe even, like, just give Carmilla an even bigger role. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to... Ow. Okay, but that's still risky because, like, his claw tentacle thing still hits you when you're in whipping range. Ooh, okay, that was close, that was close, that was close! Oh, no. That's real tricky. Considering an occurrence thing, yeah. Okay. Endurance. There we go! Do not underestimate the power of my sacred bloodline, asshole! Yes, this is the power of Belmont, of which you have tasted its wrath, let's see, how many times now? 1, 2, 3 times. And 2 of those times were by the same dude. And I'm pretty sure you also got it the 4th time, but that was just from a human. That was, like, from one of your former Forge Masters. Though Dracula is being surprisingly chill about... He's already like, yeah, I know I got resurrected, and I got my ass kicked, but you know what? It's cool. I'll be back another time. One guy already resurrected and killed you as well. He's this dude's grandpa. Yep. Destiny calls us to hunt you for eternity, at least until the year 1999. No idea why, just a hunch. Oh, man. But there we go. That's it for Harmony of Dissonance. How much time we're at? Okay, we're a little over an hour and a half in, I think. So, I do know that, because this is an Igavania game made by Igarashi himself, there's obviously extra playable character, like, bonus modes. I figured I should see what playing as Maxim is like, because I know that's the character you play as like a bonus, since, you know, we already played as a Belmont. We can't really substitute for another Belmont right now. But I'm curious to see what Maxim is like, especially because I feel like I've heard bits and pieces of how, like, kind of insane he is, but I can't tell if they're saying that in a good busted way or like a bad way. I have no idea, but I'm interested to find out. Yeah, everyone's been saved. Liddy's alright. Brought Maxim back to his senses. We banished Dracula once again. It's all good. About that. Okay, no, it was just a dream. Phew. Oh, man. Oh, God, what if that's actually what happens in any of the other endings that aren't the best ending? What if, like, the middle ending is one where it makes you think, yeah, it's done. We couldn't save Maxim, though, which is unfortunate, but we stopped Dracula, we saved Liddy. Oh, don't mind that hickey on your neck, it's fine. Shh, not so loud, you asshole. Oh, man. She's wearing a choker and dreamt she was bitten anti-arc bait. Yeah, that's true. If anything, I would want her to do the biting, not being the one bitten. I may or may not have said too much. But whatever, this is my stream, who cares? Oh boy. Well, at least she's good enough to break up a fight between these two. Oh, man. What a solid game. I can definitely see, though, how, like, this would not be, like, the favorite for people that, like, played the Game Boy Advance games and that, like, Aria of Sorrow is the best one. Just because it's, like... Yeah, it's just that whole navigating the two castles, especially for, like, 95% of it before you get access to both keys and the Rock Feather, or not Rock Feather, the Griffin Wing. It's like, yeah, it just leads into the exact same problems I have with, like, the very concept of trying to juggle between two different Metroidvania maps. But the plus side to this, and why I think I'll still... and why I'm kind of lamenting to see it go away in Aria. Juice de Belmont as you! Pretty sure that is them just doing like a callback to kind of the credits of Castlevania 1. Where it was basically like movie credits and saying like, so-and-so as these bosses you fight, and then Simon Belmont as you! Something like that. I think that's the reference they were going for. Okay, so does it tell me... Huh, it's not telling me which, Oh god, what would I call it? Would I call it Maxim? Hold on, I'm double checking this. Quickly pulling up the game facts page. Let me double check. What does it say for Maxim? Oh, yeah, duh, of course. It's just like it is if you wanted to play Richter in Symphony. You just have to put in his actual name. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, close that. Let's see what Maxim... Let's see what playing as him is like. But yeah, it's like I'm gonna be remiss to kind of to see go away this whole sub-weapon spell combination system because oh my god, he's so fast. What is with that run cycle? Okay, so he's got a triple jump, actually. This is very peculiar. But yeah, it's just that run animation he got. It's something else, man. Okay, so his sub-weapon by default is like he does a throwing star. I think that might be his only one, considering that was, like, the only projectile he had. Definitely, because it's like a couple more animations than Nathan has in Circle of the Moon, but it feels so much weirder because it's like, because with Nathan's, it was like, it would alternate between his legs being out at like 45-degree angles from the waist, and then go down to like, you know, being kind of like standing. But here it's like, they decided to add a couple of extra, like, animations to that, but it doesn't feel like it's nearly enough to make it seem fluid, so it just seems very choppy and weird. Also, when you do the Griffin jump input, he does, he does that, forward roll, which does count as an attack. Very interesting. Oh, shoot, I was not paying attention to that. Oh yeah, and when you press pause, as always, you don't get a pause menu. It just stops everything. Okay, I'm trying to recall again. Let's just rush our way over to where the giant bat is and, see how quickly we decimate this dude, assuming that I do not die. I am getting way too greedy with how far I'm dashing. Wait, hold on, I'm curious. Are the... I would have to think the, Okay, good. These upgrades are still in the same place. That's interesting. Yeah, it's weird, because, like, just based on feel alone, like, I don't know if I would be necessarily... If I were to do a replay of this game, I would probably, weirdly enough, still stick with just playing as Juste. You know, even though that's the mode of the game where, like, the RPG elements are obviously at play, they are so much more minimal in this game, even with their presence. True, but then again, I feel like there are like other like bonus characters in other games that I feel are at least a lot better and smoother to play out the gate than this one. Like I think if I would be more preferable to like playing Richter or Maria mode in Symphony as opposed to Maxim. Plus, especially because Richter in that game, he's got quite the variety of moves. Same for Maria. Really, though, like, the tough part about playing as him is that his default run speed is a lot faster, that I feel like that I am now having to break out of my habit of mashing the dash button, because it is getting me into situations where I just keep running into dudes. And despite my very clear amount of attack power, I am anything but fragile. Or, like, well, actually, I am fragile. That's what I meant. Nah, we're not really gonna save it for right now. God, I've almost forgotten what it's like to even like take full damage from these things. Oh yeah. This is like the cross on steroids. Nice! That makes for a pretty... That is actually, like, the coolest part, I think, of playing Maxim. Is that... It's that air roll. And the fact that, like, not only does it act as good mobility, it absolutely does count as a decent attack. Assuming that you do not also get hit in return. But yeah, this is not bad. Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm also wondering if in this case... Oh, nice. Let's see, does this do anything for me? Ah. Yeah, nothing that really, like, indicates whether or not it's, like, doing anything to, like, increase my attack power or other stats, you know? Because I recall seeing with, like, Julius mode in Aria, the idea behind that is that you can technically rush to the end boss with Graham, but the downside to that is that, like, you'll be very weak for it, and you're incentivized to defeat all the other bosses so that you can get your attack power and other stats up, because their orbs basically do a general increase of those parameters. And there's not really anything that I can surmise from that in this case. I mean, but again, I guess it might be a moot point just because he does hit so much harder out the gates. So that the difference might still be made up anyway by collecting all the life max and heart max up collectibles. But yeah, that's it. Harmony of Dissonance, I think, is now finally in all wrapped up. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling exhausted from that already. But it's a good kind. Though looking forward to getting around to finally playing Aria for myself, and who knows, maybe when I complete that full playthrough, I'll also extend the stream series for that to include a full Julius playthrough, because I'm very interested in trying Julius mode for myself. That seems like it's a lot of fun. He has all sub-weapons and you can cycle between them, which is a very good thing. But before that, there's definitely going to be like another like stream to kind of, this like a one-off in between this and Aria, and that's going to be Rondo of Blood. I was initially planning to just have it be for Saturday, like I did with Contra Hardcore, but then I remembered, oh right, I'm actually pretty busy that day with regards to getting a lot of stuff ready for my Steel Battalion Let's Play, like some more footage that I need to record, as well as editing footage that I already have. So that might be I'm gonna save that for Monday, and then following that on Wednesday is gonna be the start of Aria proper. So it's all good. It'll be definitely a bit of an extended break now for the streams. But then again, I think that's very necessary for me. Every time I finish a game on this, it's a good time to that's like a good time to kind of give some space, refresh, so that I'm in the best of moods. Because again, I can't stress enough, like, Circle of the Moon, I'm pretty sure is still, like, by the end of this series of six games, I'll be glad to look back at that and go, wow, that was the worst one. Glad I got that out of the way first, because everything else is just uphill from here. So, I'm gonna call that quits for now. Have a good night, Raph, and as well as everyone else that has been watching this. Thank you. Take care.